Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to our Snooker 19 Pro career with Neil Robertson, and today it is time for the first part of the last 16 of the E48.com German Masters against the Jester from Leicester, Mark Selby. We'll play the first 4 frames today's video and then the remaining frames in the next part. And today is part 1 of the Pro Plus adventure, but more on that in a little bit. Let's have a look at how we have got to the second round, the last 16 of the German Masters. There are 2 qualifying rounds to get through to the last 32, and we beat Kishan Harani in the last 128 by 3 frames to 0, which there's a screenshot of on the screen. And unfortunately, I didn't get a screenshot for the second qualifier, but we did beat Chris Wakelin by 3 frames to 0 as well. And because we are here in the 4th round, it's evident we won the 3rd round as well. And those first 2 games were played on Pro Aiming Aid. They were played, I think, even before the Scottish Open, potentially. Those German Masters qualifiers do come up quite early on. But the first round was played on Pro Plus. A best of 5 against Hossam Fafai. And we did beat him by 3 frames to 1. As you can see, on our first competitive frame on Pro Plus, we made a break of 115. I was really proud of that. But it was tough. It was really tough against Hossam Fafai, but we did manage to beat him by 3 frames to 1. But what a whopper of a match we've been treated to in today's episode against the Jester from Leicester, Mark Selby, a player who we had a huge rivalry against in Season 2. We played against him 6 times and played against him, well, 5 times really, in very quick succession, all the way from that Welsh Open match to the China Open match. Only beaten him once in that 5-game run, and before that, we beat him 2 times in the first 3 times we played against Mark Selby. We played against Selby in 2 finals. We beat him in the Scottish Open final of Season 1, but we were defeated in a decider. Much like in that Scottish Open final, we were defeated in a decider at the Gibraltar Open in Season 2. But other notable games, we played 3 finals against you, I do apologise. We played against him in the Shanghai Masters final as well, of course, where we got beaten by 11 frames to 6. But we did play him in the Welsh Open of Season 2, lost in a decider. We did beat him in the shootout of Season 2, obviously we went on to win that tournament. We have had some batterings from Selby as well. He beat us by 3 frames to 0 in the Coral Players Championship last year, and he also beat us by 3 frames to 1 in the China Open of Season 2. But it's been a long time since we played against Mark Selby. It's refreshing to see a match against the Jester from Leicester today. We haven't played him for a long while, since the end of Season 2, so as I've said before, it's nice to play a different Mark. We've been playing Mark Allen a hell of a lot recently. But here we go for the start of the German Masters. It's important to note that, and I didn't think of this till now really, that in the Dafabet Masters, none of the top 2 players got to the final. We know that, well, one of them must have been knocked out in the quarters. Who did we play in the quarters? We played against Stuart Bingham. I was just checking I wasn't sounding like an idiot that we didn't play Selby or Trump, but in the semi-finals of the Dafabet Masters, it was myself, Mark Allen, John Higgins and somebody else, probably one of Judd Trump or Mark Selby, but one of those players got knocked out in the quarter-finals. And Selby has not been in brilliant form this season. I mean, he's won the odd tournament, I think, if I remember rightly, but he dominated the first few seasons on the game, so I would argue the best player overall in this career mode so far is Mark Selby. But what I've learnt most about Pro Plus, and you'll see how good I am, or how bad I am, I suppose, on Pro Plus soon, is that it's much more of a calculated game on Pro Plus. Position means a lot more because the shots are harder at the end of the day to take on, but that's a good break-off. We've been playing our break-offs a little bit harder, just to try and get behind the book colours rather than hitting the brown or the yellow, and it's worked definitely on that time. We've put Selby in a snooker, but no easy start really here, to be honest, even though we did get a good snooker. As you can see, Pro Plus just a lot harder on those aiming lines. And I will admit to Hossam Fafai being what can only be described as dreadful. Really was in that first match. He was rubbish. Don't think there's much way we can play a safety here. The red won't go, so we've got one option here, and that's to play this red, but it is a cutback. I just don't fancy it, but I think it's probably a better chance than anything else. If we sort of, I'm just trying to think how we don't leave Selby on, if we miss this. If we leave this behind, we want to leave this behind really the second red, if anything.
But now he's not so sure.
Alright, Hendon, shut up. Just so it's not an easy shot on the red that's loose. That's all I'm thinking. if we do miss this. But we've got to go for it. Tricky shot, though.
I'm not sure how he
Nope, we've missed it. And we've overhit it as well. Those shots tricky on any difficulty. But because we overhit it, we did leave a chance on the first red. So Mark Selby is in frame 1. I wouldn't say I expect to get beaten here, but it's quite probable we will be beaten here on this new difficulty. Just a lot more tough shots that aren't so easy now. Especially those ones from the break-off, which give you a great chance. The sort of, if he leaves a half chance on a red, you're going to pod it. It's not necessarily the case here. I've tried a few of those on Pro Plus with sort of maybe a 50% success rate, and that's just not, it's not viable, is it really? But I hope you guys are all good. Well, as I record this, I'm going back to work tomorrow, but as it comes out, I am back to work. Which I've got mixed opinions about. I'd rather be at home playing snooker, but don't tell my boss that. But, no, we should be able to stick to the same schedule. If there's any problems, I'll let you know. And I'll probably do a channel update in the next few weeks, because the next few weeks are going to be quite busy, going back to work, etc. So I'll update you with what is going on there. But a decent start here for Mark Selby to frame number 1. An interesting number of frames played here, best of 9. We've been used to best of 11s a lot recently. Ooh, fabulous. Tricky green. Again, obviously those shots not so easy on the new aiming aid either. Can sort of use those as an escape on Pro, but I'm looking forward to the new challenge. Be a real good, positive thing if we can beat Mark Selby. But 2 each really is the aim in this first session. He has got a good record against us though, as Mark. Important to note as well that Ronnie O'Sullivan won this tournament in Season 1. We did absolutely nothing in this tournament in Season 1. We got knocked out by Yan Bing Tao in the last 32. So, oh, where's that red ball going? No, he's okay. Whatever we do in this tournament, whether we lose this game or not, we will still gain some money in the rankings compared to our Season 1 performance. But Ronnie O'Sullivan winning the tournament in Season 1... he could lose quite a substantial amount in the rankings. I think it's 80,000 for winning this tournament. It's either 80 or 70. I know that this and the Welsh Open add up to 150, because that's the other tournament that Ronnie won in Season 1. So he stands to lose that much in the next few tournaments. So that's, I think the German Masters is actually worth more than the Welsh Open. But either way, 70 or 80 is a big amount. But Mark Selby, as usually happens when the Jester gets to the table, pretty much unstoppable in frame number 1. Ironically, it was us who put him into trouble, and he got out of it. Whether you can say it's lucky or whatever you say about it, we couldn't put him in trouble. I still believe we hit that shot as intended. We would have probably not left anything. It's tricky to tell.
56.
So there's 6 reds left on the table, so 75 available. Now only 67. Now he's potted that red, and he's 57 ahead. So blue and red, and he's won the first frame, barring snookers. Not a lot we could do about that.
62.
Got away with that a little bit, because he could have snookered himself on that red with the pink. But, alas, he gets away with it. Absolutely fine for Mark.
63.
So a very quick frame this will be. Might well go for the century. Break of 115, you know, it sounds a little bit silly, but could be the high break of the tournament if nobody really performs, but I very much doubt it. But it's a good foundation for us to set. It just gave me the confidence that we can do it on Pro Plus. Could argue the balls were handed to me on a plate against Hossam Fafai, who was just shocking. He couldn't get 2 pots together. But we still played well. It's not that we were gifted the win because Hossein played terribly. I mean, to make a break 115... you've got to be in some sort of decent form, haven't you?
80.
But a 1-2-3 on here, if he can get to 2 blacks with these reds.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
So he's going for it this
81.
time.
88. 89.
Another black here, I think. I'd probably go for pink, just to make sure you got onto the yellow. It's a little bit too straight on the black for my liking. Yeah, he's gone for the pink. So, yellow and green, and it's a century in the first frame for Mark Selby.
97.
Nice to see the AI actually taking a chance. Great stuff from Mark.
100.
Got the chance for it to be a full clearance of 122 now, because obviously he took the pink on earlier. And what I was just about to say would potentially be the high break, which really wouldn't be the high break. I was only teasing, really. I mean, Mark Selby's beaten that in the first frame of this match. So this is a great display of what we're up against. A player who can make a break 122. We knew that already, but the way he made that, had one chance and made 122 out of it, makes you squirm a little.
That is the frame.
Well, he's taken
Can't lose the game in this session, but go a long way towards that. As I said, 2 each is really our aim here. Ooh, he's opened up those a little bit thick. Ooh, this is a chance. Our first pot on Pro Plus, how exciting. It's pretty much a gimme, I'd say, here. Might have under hit the cue ball. We have. Oh, dear. I think at 25% we'd have got that off the cushion. These blues not such a given either. Got to go for it, I think, though, here. Can't really play a safety given where everything is on the table.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Good pot, though. But where's the cue ball going to end up? Should have thought about that a little.
6.
Should have considered that one. That red definitely doesn't go. We've put ourselves in a bit of a spot of bother here. Might as well play a shot to nothing on this red. Get ourselves hopefully back up to bulk should we miss it.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
Oh, unbelievable. We've underhit it as well. Oh, man. I was just fearing that.
Neil Robertson, 6.
Not the best start here. That's annoying.
To drop into the centre pocket.
Would have definitely been a shot to nothing had we avoided the red. I think we'd have got back up to bulk. It was just that second kiss on the red, which was quite literally the kiss of death. And I think that might be bye-bye to frame number 2.
8.
Just shows how much harder things are, but because the blue was a harder shot, we couldn't risk to play it with the power. And that's why we were in the position we were.
Nicely positioned for the red.
13.
And his Selby's as lethal as he can be. We could be in a spot of bother all of a sudden.
14.
Do pink and blue block each other? It does make me wonder. Strange to go for the yellow there, and he's taking a real risk going for that red, and oh, it's just about dropped.
It's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
Looked a bit precarious at one point, but it has dropped. Brown to middle? Surely, unless he just plays a safety, that's probably what I'd do. I'd chicken out here, but I think he's playing brown to middle.
21.
Good shot, manages to split the pink and the blue as well. I do think that, especially because he just played that they were perhaps stuck together, couldn't pot either of them. And with black out of commission from one end of the table, then makes things very awkward to build a break. I'd put, don't know whether I'd put the pink back on its spot here. Nope, just going to play the blue.
27.
So obviously he needs to bear in mind now that blue and pink are out of commission, obviously apart from going to the corner pockets.
28.
That's the risk he's took by playing the blue.
35.
Going to just have to stay in around the black, and I think that's a risk for Mark Selby to take here. No, I wouldn't like queuing on this. A few big shots here. Good shot.
36.
Ooh, that's
He's taking it on.
this is the, well, what the hell's he playing here?
Oh, so close. Needed some luck
That's
there.
baffling, that. I can't understand him taking that on. I mean, I suppose it was a bit of a shot to nothing, but How bizarre. Try and get this near the green ball. No way he's going to take that shot on the cushion. I don't know why he took on the green there. I thought he was going to pop the black and go into the pack. Obviously, he hadn't either got the confidence or couldn't do it. But either way, you can't punish us here. He's a cracking safety player, though. We all know what Selby can do in the safety department. I don't want to risk leaving this red ball over the corner pocket. If we played it harder and tried to get a well-positioned shot, but actually there's a tempter now on the red. No, he's not going to go for that, I don't think. No, just get one free. This looks promising for Selby. Ooh, not so much in terms of a real solid safety. All right, we're going to have to play this. Ooh. This is the horrible thing. I think if we play it there, surely it's not going to touch the red coming back up.
This is fascinating.
Yeah. This looks a good shot to me. That red on the cushion, it's just far too close to the cushion to risk taking a pot on with.
Well,
And we've got the snooker on him. Yellow snookered him on the red on the cushion. Brown snookered him on the pack. But he's really good at getting out of those, is Selby. Really is.
Tough shot, but he could have played it better.
Taking a risk here of a pot that on pro aiming aid isn't really much of a problem.
The right centre pocket here.
That's a good shot.
And in it goes.
Managed to split blue and pink there. Unintentional, I admit, but just look at the position of these reds now. There's definitely a few that are fanciable here. Just need to position ourselves right here and not overcook this.
Excellent shot.
I'd be chuffed to get to one each, but we're a long way away from that at the moment and we can't get ahead of ourselves.
So, this pot into the right corner. Down it goes.
6.
Don't tell me the black doesn't go. It's a little bit of observation I should have really took earlier, but it's okay. As you can see, there's
We know what a prolific
reds available
potter
absolutely
he is,
everywhere
so
here.
she
We've
won't take
overcooked
this
that.
one.
No problem, though. I've noticed that a bit recently. We need to take that out of our game.
One of his strengths.
11.
So, the the blue goes on the pink spot, so they've swapped over. Just checking that the pink has passed the green, because that's the plan. Yeah, absolutely fine. You just never know sometimes. You're much better safe than sorry.
Route back into this frame.
12.
Definitely is a route back in, I agree. Obviously the black will go to the other corner pocket, so just trying to position for the red, which will enable us to get on the black.
Excellent cueing.
18.
So important you get straight as possible on these balls on Pro Plus. I'm really glad I've made the change. Real increase in challenge.
19.
Just need this to tap off the cushion slightly. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. And that needs to tap off the cushion. Yeah, it's okay.
Nice
It's
position on
okay.
the black.
27.
Don't want to muck this shot up and hit the cannon on the red. I think we have cannon that just slightly.
34.
This is not easy. Have to take it on though. Yep, it's there. 5 restored.
35.
It's looking okay at the moment. Did go ahead of Mark Selby with that black and red. Just got to keep our cool to get our first on-camera frame with the Pro Plus difficulty. Even these sort of shots are a bit harder. Not a gimme, but it's there.
Position looks good for a colour.
40.
Right. Black's okay, I'm absolutely fine with that. And to be fair, we can position ourselves fairly well for the pink, for the yellow, sorry. I was thinking about the pink being there, you see. But if we underhit that, we could have been in
So he's on.
a spot of bother.
50.
Pretty much everything off its spot, though, here. Apart from black and brown.
Only the colours remaining.
We lead by 20, or we've... Oh, no.
Really the level of control he was after there.
That's a terrible shot to be playing. Oh, God. Only the green needed as well. Just got to judge this by intuition, but after all our hard work, I really hope that we haven't mucked this up. Come on, green, pop in. Oh, thank God for that. But that was a loose shot.
And that shuts
Needs
the
to
door
work
down
on that.
for
We've
opponents
talked
in this frame.
all about
55.
making sure we're not too far off in terms of position, being as straight as we can. But that green did confirm the frame. We've actually missed the brown. That's not an easy shot anyway. So we might come back to the table here.
Neil Robertson.
25 back with 22 remaining.
The rest here, we shall make
But
it
barring
a little more-
snookers, we do get it back to one each. And the brown,
Can he drop
an
this
easy
into
pot
the
now.
right
Would,
corner?
well, I don't think we need to necessarily risk hitting this aggressively and playing top on it. That just could lead to disaster, so not bothered about being on the blue, really. Just wants to make sure we could see it rather than getting in a silly snooker. We'll play shots of nothing on it, why not? Nope. Well, 29 behind, only 18 available. I can't see him coming back now. Could do.
Neil Robertson. 4. Frame conceded.
But no, he doesn't.
Frame
We bring it back to one each. That's good stuff. I'm happy with that.
Take frame.
Well, no advantage after that last frame. This is close. Really close.
Good match so
Nice
far.
player being able to break away here. I can see this going into a final frame.
Well, I wouldn't be that hasty just yet, Neil. See, even at 50%, I mean, we probably hit that a bit thinner. That's probably why. But even at 50%, you can cannon into one of the bulk colours. And I won't say it makes it an easy safety for the other player, but ultimately it doesn't put them in much trouble.
Excellent safety.
I'll hit
shot.
this as thin as possible without cannoning into any of the other reds. Hello, cue ball. This looks like a good line. Not quite the length. Yeah, it would have just about hit the brown anyway, so that's okay. Ooh, he's hit that a bit thicker. And where's the cue ball going? Oh, he's gone in off. Selby.
That'll be frustrating.
Foul. Neil Robertson.
Selby. Tut. Well, I'm just going to move this red. Again, we could have done with playing that just a little bit harder. We'd have left him in some real trouble there. Definitely been a bit more cautious because it's our first Pro Plus game, I will admit that. But at the moment, I'm fairly happy with what we're doing.
This is building up to be a really interesting test of their safety skills.
We all know Selby is a bit of a sat-nav. Dennis Taylor coining the nickname of sat-nav Selby. But he's a really good safety player. I know I read an interview with Ronnie O'Sullivan in the week that said he's just so frustrating. Can't remember what nickname he used. Was it the Torturer? I think it might have been that nickname. I'll tell you what, we need to hit our safety shots just a little bit more power. Because we would have been really nicely in behind the brown there. The line of our shots is pretty good. Interestingly, he's moved the black. Just about to see the red here. Luckily, or else we'd have been in a bit of trouble. Oh, we've overhit that quite a bit. No issue, though. It's a good safety battle, not giving much away. We shouldn't give anything away. Oh, That's a good shot. See, pro difficulty, bang. But no, we don't fancy that. Really don't fancy that. And this isn't, well, I suppose we just go up and down the table, don't we? One of these. Don't need to play anything too fancy. Got a bit more pace on it than I'd expect, actually, that has, but no harm. So 4 points for us so far because of obviously that shot that went awry for the Jester. Try and bring this red back in a bit. Maybe overhit it, but it's okay. Tell you what, this safety battle's going on for a bit of time. Mark Selby, not a player that lets up easily, we all know that. Just checking, I haven't heard the commentary for a bit. Maybe they're getting bored. Oh, there we go. It's a bit of clapping. Someone likes that shot. Including Dave Hendon, obviously. But we'll just keep going here. It's probably one of the longest safety battles we've had in the whole series. But someone will come up trumps, and I don't think that's too long away here. I think something's going to kick off, and well, right on cue, we missed that. Not going to give anything away apart from 4 points.
That was the risk.
Foul and a miss.
I think he's going to play on here, is Selby. He is. Maybe try and put us into trouble. Well, he opens up the reds. Interesting. Well, hopefully we'll put him back in a similar position here. The only worry is hitting the blue on the way back. No, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Just got to fight at the end of the day here. We can get 2-1 up. Be a real good score, but this looks interesting. Could have gone wrong there. I can see what he was trying to do though. A bit of a crafty shot there from Selby. I'm going to play a shot. Do we risk it? We've been patient for so long. Do we play the shot to nothing? I don't really think we've got too much of a choice here. I just think is there a way we can do this so we don't hit the black on the way back? Truthfully, I don't think there is. We can just try and play this up and down the table, I suppose. Basically, he's hoping that he can get a position on the red that he's just moved. Oh, no. Negative for us. Safety battle over. Well, that's gutting. Just overhit it slightly. Would have been a good shot, I think, if we'd have played it thin. We'd have been in a similar position, but after some good hard work there, Selby is in first in frame number 3.
That's ended up more awkward than he would have wanted.
It is awkward, though, here.
1.
The ball's not split naturally.
8.
It's different clusters. Not
9.
like the cereal. Black, interestingly, has gone off its spot. Don't know if that will help or hinder Selby particularly. Certainly be better access to the reds, but as you can see, he's having to queue back to the blue to continue with this break.
20.
But I think, to be honest, he can get away, particularly with how the reds are positioned, maybe for 4 or 5 reds longer, just by going back up to the blue.
21.
Is he playing the pink here? No, he's playing the long blue. Fraught with risk, but a great shot.
26.
Both players playing to a good standard, I think, so far. As I've said, we can come out this week at 2-2. I'll be happy. Our first Pro Plus session.
33.
Well, he's playing this into the left middle pocket.
34.
So pink, because he's potted that, it's gone on black spot, so it acts It acts effectively as the black, but not for very long, because
41.
As you can see, it's back on its spot now. So he's playing the blue here. Ooh,
46.
I think he's overdone that a little. So he's playing to the middle. I don't think that was his first plan, personally. Could be wrong.
That's an excellent pot.
I think he'll have to play the... Oh, well, I'm being completely wrong with my estimates. He's chasing the cue ball round a little bit, though, here. I think you have to say that. And he's getting away with his position a little bit. Oh, that's gone wrong. That's gone wrong.
55.
Touching ball here, which makes things even more awkward. Oh, how's he got away with that? Well, goodness me, I don't know how he's got away with that. By not touching the red, but as you quite rightly pointed out by Neil Folds, there's a potting chance on.
A bit casual there.
But that was, well, rubbish, to be quite honest.
1.
I think we should try and play a bit of a shot to nothing here. Try and put it into the middle pocket, but try and get fairly safe as well. We weren't too far off, you know.
Not this time. Close, but a
But
miss, nonetheless.
I think we're safe. I think the black going there has actually helped us out a little. No, he's tried to play the red, hasn't he? I don't know if that was possible or not. Okay. In a tricky position now. Most
Great
definitely.
shot.
Would argue he pretty much only needs one more red for the frame. We've opened them up. Could do with a little bit of safety from the bulk, and we haven't got it. Bit careless there. Not a definite pot though here.
What a
Of course it
fabulous
is with
pot
Selby. So 59 left on the table. So blue or more. And he's won the third frame.
So this pot will leave his
Yep,
opponent.
there you go.
Snooker's required.
6.
So going into the final frame of the session. As I said, we could really do with that next frame. 3-1 behind and the pressure starts to build.
Nicely positioned for the black.
7.
Can't make a century here, obviously. But
30.
it's all good table practice for Selby.
14. 21. 22. 27. 28.
Looking in good form here is Selby. You know, give him a chance and he'll quite definitely take it. A bit unfortunate with that
Frame, mark.
pink. But obviously there's no way for us to get back. And then I guess we could have had the practice of potting the balls, I guess. But
Frame lead here. Some pretty impressive snooker in that last frame.
being sporting, we've conceded.
4th frame.
So Selby leads by 2 frames to 1. 1 frame to go in today's session. We'll play the remaining frames in Wednesday's episode. Again, there would have been a time and a day where we'd have gone for that and potted it.
He needs good control
But on
over
Pro
the pace
Plus,
of the white
nah,
with this
we'll
shot.
pass, thank you. I think we were quite right to pass. Look where this cue ball's going. Nicely safe up there. Only one option for Selby. That's to play that loose red.
Here.
He's done well.
He'll have to be very careful with the pace here.
I agree, we've hit that a little bit hard, but we get away with it just because of how thin we were hitting it. Oh, this looks good. Canned off the green. Pretty good shots here. Just forced for one option. I know it's always tricky when we're forced to just play the one option. Never much flexibility, obviously, when that happens.
For the safety again. Who will
But we're
make
playing
the
these
first
so
mistake?
thin and we're missing the power bar quite a few times by a percent or two. I know on the Master Plus, a difficulty that was seen in the Virtual World Championships, if we missed that by a percent or two, it would go absolutely everywhere.
In a great position.
It's a good position, this, and he's... Oh, and he managed to bring the one ball out there. He's... Count his lucky stars that he didn't open them up there. You hit it at such a awkward ankle sometimes, and he could have been in real trouble. But much like the previous frame, safety battle to get in here.
He'll be pleased with that. It looks safe.
He's hit the yellow, but not really much problem for that for Selby, to be honest. So just a bit cagey here. We know the history against Selby. Made a little bit more of an impact on the balls, but equally, you've got to really at some stage. You can't just sit playing tippy-tappy snooker all day. Might do if it was a best of 35 decider, but on this occasion perhaps not. Overhit that a little. But again, still nothing available to pot. The cue ball absolutely safe where it is. Drag one red out, but this just goes on and on and on. I mean, to be honest, this is the sort of regular episode time for... Oh, where's that? Oh, no, it's okay. It's only kind of gone half off the jaw, but where's the cue ball going to end up? Right, in the jaws here, I think, if we're lucky.
Great shot.
But because Selby's cleaned up so quickly when he's had a chance, it's kind of levelled off these big safety battles we've had. But where's that cue ball going? He's potted the cue ball. It's gone in off, and for once, Selby loses a safety battle. He's put the object ball right over the pocket. Again, it's a great chance here to get in.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Need to start hitting these a bit harder. Can't just tap the cushion, it makes it so awkward to come back in. And obviously there's no real comeback from there. Have to hit and hope here, but obviously we do risk missing the blue.
That's really
which
close.
I said.
Not quite close enough.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we've got a jar free there by hitting the jaw.
Neil Robertson.
Nearly have done.
Pace is absolutely critical.
So, back to a safety battle again. That's very much our one get out of jail free card used there. That could have ended badly for us. But another twist for whoever gets in here. The blue's not going to be on and black not on either. Don't think pink goes. So this is going to be a very tricky break for whoever gets in. This is one of the more awkward, well, one of the most awkward table situations I've ever seen on Snooker 19. Because there's not a lot that goes at all, but we've let that red slip free. He'll have a chance here, and I think he'll pot this.
Tricky pot coming up.
So he's potted it, and now it's Mark Selby to have a go at this. I mean, I guess he'll just try and tap the blue in. No, he won't. He'll play the yellow, which is gone. It's gone down.
He's lost position here.
But he's lost position already. Wow, wow, wow. Has he played the plant? No, he's just played up to the reds. Well, strange choice of shot, but fair enough. Guess we'll just do the same. Might well be a plant on, I don't know, but... Oh, I don't like this sort of snooker at all. It's pointless. Hoping for somebody to be a bit impatient like that.
The safety battle continues.
Oh, for God's sake. Typical Selby, this is. No, I think we just try and get out of there. Bearing in mind, obviously, there's a red that will... Well, there's a ton of reds that will go. So, this shot fraught with danger, but hopefully we get a little bit of luck and get behind one of the balls in the bulk. But actually, we've hit it too hard, but that's a godsend, really. Just means that any of those balls that would have gone before certainly don't now. And once again, back to safety. This is definitely the longest frame I ever played on Snooker 19 in terms of a safety battle and things not getting underway. Because as you can see, the reds just all close together, all bunched up, and you know, the situation gets even worse now. We might go in off ourselves here. Yep, we have.
There was always a risk of a foul there.
So, there is a chance of a pot here for Selby. It's a little bit awkward.
He's taking this red on.
When he's going for it, he's opened them up, and he should thank his lucky stars he's potted that. So he's got another chance here as Selby. Yeah, that's... Thought that was all he was taking there, but now he's going to pot this one. Playing it with power though, he's not potted it, he's just played a safety on it. Well,
Mark Selby, 6.
This just gets more bizarre by the second. I thought, well, Selby's in now, we've blown it. I really can't see who's going to win this frame because I don't think the balls are there for anyone. I mean, look at that group of 5, sorry. How anybody gets in there, I really don't know. There's got to be a big muck-up by somebody. Yep, he's taking the red on. And he will pot it. But, you know, I just can't see how somebody can build up a break here.
Pot's on, and he's going for it.
Going for the blue, and he's missed that now.
So close, but he's
this such a incredible match so far. More so an incredible frame. We'll try and take this red on, but not opening the rest up unless we make a mistake. But that's a good shot. It's just going to be a really scrappy one here, just trying to get individual reds. But I think the best solution is to put Mark Selby in a bit of trouble here. Try and put him behind the green. Obviously, you've got the yellow there. That's a bit of a problem as well. We've got a bit of double cover. We've overhit it though, so that might be a problem. Nope. Good shot.
That's the result he was after.
Neil Robertson.
Incredible frame, this. Well, he's hit the reds. And I'll tell you what, I should never put him in a snooker. He's bloody lucky getting away with that. Go for this. I think this might be a mistake. Nope, it's not. Good shot. But once again, just look at the position of these. Absolutely terrible.
Tricky shot here.
Take on the yellow here just to get some points on the board. That's about it.
Well, that's not ideal.
I know it's not ideal, there's no position, but it's just one of those frames. It's so bizarre. As I've said before, I've never had a frame like this in Snooker 19. I thought we were going to hit the pink on the way back there. I did panic. If we did, that would have been suicidal. And he might still take this on. And I would if I was him. And he's potted it. But once again, I mean, especially from that position, how do you get onto another one? Played the brown. Yeah, okay. He'll pot this red. I mean, I don't think it's particularly great to give Selby the opportunity to get on a red, because you'd be amazed how he would be able to. Not interested in another red, though, after this. Plays the blue. Just a safety here. Jesus, this is mad. He's going right into them. What's he doing here? This is brave, but this is the shot that splits them all up. And, well,
Mark Selby, 11.
What do you make of that? Ah, well, I don't know if he intended it like that, but I feel like he's been a bit of a lucky boy there. That's grand, that'll do. That'll do. Right on the cushion if we can. That's it. Lovely.
Great shot.
What a frame. What a frame. The frame that just keeps on giving. I said it was more of a tactical game on Safety Plus, but goodness me, I didn't mean like this. Did I say Safety Plus? I don't know.
This is an intriguing safety battle.
Intriguing, it's taking the mick. This is going on and on and on. I mean, he's not actually put us in any trouble yet. That's what I'm surprised at from Selby. So synonymous with being a player who puts players in trouble, and a really good safety player, but so far it's just been very much tippy-tappy snooker. Pot the odd ball, that's it. Not pop the red screw back for the yellow green. Oh no. There might be a chance here though.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Yeah. No, he's missed it.
Not quite.
Wow.
Pretty close,
And he's
though.
got away with that.
Won't provide
Really
any
has.
sense.
Really has got away with that. Can't believe how he's got away with that, actually, the jammy git. This looks promising. Interesting. I think it's just about taking the chance on a red and getting a red colour combination when we can here. I think he might have snookered us here, though. Oh, he has. So this might be the horse that broke the camel's back, so to speak. Oh, my God. Get out of that one, will you?
Pace of this shot is absolutely key.
We've overhit that. I mean, we hit it. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something there. We got away with overhitting that.
No, not the result he was looking for.
Oh, shut up, Folds. That was a far better result than I was looking for. I cannot believe we played that so well. I don't know if Selby keeps going for a pot here, but he's taking the mick. I think we might as well follow suit if this goes. No, it doesn't pass, so I really don't know what to do here. Really don't. Do we just put this on the Oh, I'm just worried about... Yeah, I think we just put this on the cushion, actually. Let's line it up to the red and put it on the cushion. Could be a dangerous one, but I don't think there's much risk involved. There's surely none of the 5 reds on that cushion go, and where do you go from there? Do you just play the silly tippy-tappy game we had earlier? I don't know.
Brilliantly played.
No. Well, this is getting silly now. It really is. Is there a way we can get to the one over the pocket? Because if we hit it, we're potting it. There's no doubt about that. At all. Can't miss such a big target. It's just the problem of pace, really.
That's an error.
Oh,
Cost him 7
cobblers.
points.
Need that black to help us out.
Foul.
It hasn't. And equally, look at the red.
He's elected to play on
A
the
shot that had so much potential there. I think it's worth taking on, but what a strange frame this has been and continues to be. One that will go down in the Snooker 19 history books, that's for certain, but Selby the one with the impetus at the moment, and he's split the reds very well. I'll tell you what, I'm not even fussed if we don't win this. Completely down to luck, this frame.
11.
But I think the charm of the frame is over now. I think that he'll clean up here. But it needs another red after this. It does.
This looks relatively easy.
So what's he going to go for? The one on the cushion. Well, I don't blame him. Just this red needed, though, to lead out this first session 3-1. And I'm really speechless about this frame.
Goes.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
So he'll pop the blue.
23. 28.
Can he see the red to the pocket? No, he can't. So we might as well carry on here.
Mark Selby, 28.
I mean, the lucky buggers managed to snooker us on this.
Well, that
So,
looks
well,
safe to all
you got to pop that, haven't you, really?
One.
So what's the gap? 50 with 35 left.
This is tough.
Do with this yellow going in.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's there.
tremendous pot.
I don't know where we're going to get the snooker from, but just focus on getting some pots first, I think.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Beautifully done.
Play it by the book, so to speak, for the moment. There'll be a gap of 40 with 27 left on the table. And it's just one of those games where we really could get the snooker. It's been a very peculiar frame. Potential behind the green, possibly, here. I won't bank on it with our safety success rate. Nope, that's a snooker. Easy enough to get out of.
What he was attempting.
Neil Robertson, 11.
You never know, though. He's missed it.
Foul.
So there's 4 points. Oh, you idiot. Oh, you plonker. Oh, well. I thought we could get him to retake it. I'll tell you what, I've made that error so many times. Should have played on there. Oh, well. So Mark Selby wins that, what can only be described as unusual fourth frame. And he leads by 3 frames to 1 going into that final session. We need a good start to session number 2. No doubt about that. But leave a comment. Has anybody else seen anything like what we saw in the 4th frame there? I certainly haven't. But after 4 frames, it's 3 frames to 1, which I don't think is too bad on the new difficulty.
And now the frame is his.
But we're going to place the ball and then go back. Hopefully there's no bloody stupid glitch with the scoreline. With what happened in the Higgins match. But that's it for part 48 of the career mode. So if you enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below. We are back on Wednesday for the climax of this match, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notifications button to be notified when that is released. And also leave a comment with your thoughts as well. But until the next time, thank you for watching. Remember to continue to stay safe, take care, all of those good things, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.